Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's article is from The Guardian. It was done on August the 23rd of 2021 by Richard Loscombe. Trump's border wall reportedly in severe disrepair in Arizona. Well, when Donald Trump launched his presidential campaign in 2015 by saying nobody builds better walls than me, it was, to say the least, a questionable claim. Trump insisted the Great Wall he planned for the southern border to keep out unwanted migrants would be impenetrable, physical, tall, powerful, beautiful. Like other pronouncements by the former president who made his name in construction, the assertion did not hold water. Neither. It seems it did the wall. Photographs published by the website Gizmodo appear to show sections of the partially constructed wall in southern Arizona in severe disrepair, torn apart by summer monsoon rains that the site said literally blew floodgates off their hinges. Wow. At least 6 gates were washed out in a single location near Douglas, according to a quote on the website from Jose Manuel Perez Cantu, director of an environmental nonprofit. Other sections of the wall were also hit by last week's powerful monsoon, according to the Tucson Sentinel, which said in the U.S. Customs and Immigration Service officials confirmed damage had been done. Experts estimate the storm surge at one section of the wall at Silver Creek at up to 7.6 or 25 feet. In 2020, when Trump was still in power, experts warned that floodgates in some places along the 701-mile, 21 billion wall would need to be left open during heavy rains and flooding to avoid collapse amid surges of tons of water carrying rocks, sediment, tree limbs, and other debris. Because of their remote locations, many of the gates would have to be manually opened and left unattended for months at a time, the Washington Post reported, potentially allowing for the easy entry into the U.S. of smugglers and migrants. It appears the gates were opened during last week's storm, but the walls were still no match for the historic flooding after months of drought, according to climate experts at the University of Arizona. The Douglas area has this year received almost twice its average of annual amount of monsoon rainfall. Gizmodo blamed the failure at least partially on the rushed construction and an alleged bypassing of environmental regulations. Who could have predicted this? Yes, just about everyone, Arthur Brian Kahn wrote, linking to an article highlighting environmental threats the wall would encounter. In January, Joe Biden froze construction on the border wall and ordered a review of costs. In April, the Department of Defense announced it was canceling contracts paid for from military funds appropriated by Trump's administration. Trump always insisted that Mexico would pay for the wall, a claim proven false. Construction began in 2017, but the wall was beset by problems, including lawsuits and cost overruns. Earlier this year, The Guardian reported that sections costing $27 million a mile could easily be scaled using a $5 ladder. That is the end of the article. This what happens when you're trying to please a small group of people for silly reasons. These people have put up this wall and it wasn't even completed. I mean, I didn't think it would take that long to make a wall, but to have something as easy as water to bring it down says a lot. We put a lot into how things look. Notice that he said it was going to be physically tall and beautiful and all this stuff. Not whether it was durable or it's going to last. Y'all just pretty much pissed a whole lot of money down the drain for nothing. That wall still has to come. It's still going to come down. If you don't bring it down, nature will. And I think it was a dumb issue anyway, because these people will get in here, and half the time that's not even how they even get in here. So you were just doing this just for aesthetics, and that is the problem with America and American politics. Y'all deal with aesthetics. Y'all only go on what's on the surface level. Y'all don't dig deep. Y'all don't do none of that stuff. And this will bite you in the ass every time that you think that this is the coolest way and the best way to handle this situation. Yeah, I was told before that this was not a good idea, but instead you had to bring all these people in and make them feel happy and safe about Trump being in the office. So you decided to do all this. Y'all put walls on people's lands. Y'all went through people's properties to build this. Like, it's like you don't even care. Like, that's all you want is a whole bunch of outside what stuff looks like, and you're not dealing with the inside stuff. Like, that's a big problem, and y'all gotta cut out by doing that. And y'all should know better than to dealing with anything that has to do with Trump, really, because look at his hotels and stuff. Some of that stuff was cheaply made. And hell, he barely paid the contractors. I'm surprised that these contractors got paid. But he didn't have to pay it, so I'm pretty sure he had no problem with paying that because we paid for it. These promises that people are having, some of them, they're not the brightest. And we got to stop trusting these people with our government stuff. And I could see how we sit here and talk about immigrants coming in, and we don't want immigrants to come in, but yet you don't even want to pay the people that we already got here a good livable wage. So you love when these people come over to be real. Especially you rich folks that live in that area, and y'all got a whole lot of groundwork to get done. Y'all know that y'all can't do the work. Y'all so too sunlight sensitive. So you need darker peoples to do the work. Let's be honest. I'm very happy that this wall is coming down on its own. I'm glad that people wasted their money. I'm glad that people wasted their time. I'm glad that things were disturbed and then stopped, and now it's deteriorating. Thanks so very much for listening. Good morning, good evening, and good night. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.